Prophets of doom have been warning us that AI threatens to take over from humans one day, but nobody told us it might be on election day. That's the story coming out of Cheyenne, Wyoming, where a local resident, a man named Victor Miller, is running for mayor and says if he's elected, all decisions will be left to an AI chatbot, which will tell him what to do. Terrifying? Maybe. On the other hand, carbon-based intelligence has a mediocre leadership record. How much worse could silicon-based intelligence do? The announcement attracted a ton of media attention, as you can imagine, and it's also drawn concern from Wyoming's Secretary of State, who says it's not legal. And Wyoming's Secretary of State, Chuck Gray, joins me now. Great to have you on the show. Listen, if Victor Miller is just going to leave all the decisions up to ChatGPT, what do we need Victor Miller for?
Well, exactly. And Wyoming state law is very clear that an AI bot is not eligible to be a candidate for office. Only qualified electors are eligible under Wyoming state law to be candidates for office, and that only includes bona fide residents of Wyoming and citizens of the United States. And so we've been very clear that the town clerk who certified this candidate to the county clerk should not have done that. Now, our office is tasked with uniform application of the code, although we don't certify those offices. So we're working to look into how we can proceed further and take further action, because this is really problematic and it's a troubling trend across our nation.
Well, it's happening in Britain, too. There's a guy running for parliament there who says he's AI Steve. Exactly. And if he gets elected to parliament, he'll just let ChatGPT. I mean, the point is all these people seem to be saying, I'm not smart enough to figure out all these decisions on my own. I'm just going to feed them all to ChatGPT.
Well, they say that they could do better than the politicians or the political figures, but the reality is that this is problematic. I mean, to have AI make these decisions, our worst nightmare becoming true. You've got the left putting up Count Bin Face over in the UK, and now they're doing an AI candidate. And the next is I guess everybody's asking the same question. Can a dog run for office? Well, under Wyoming state law, the answer in all three of those situations is no. The other problem is that the application wasn't filled out properly in terms of the individual who is claiming to be behind the AI bot. He did not fill out his full name. So that's the other problem in terms of Wyoming state law and the certification of this candidate, why we believe the town clerk here in Cheyenne should not have certified the candidate.
So what do you say to people out there who say, you know what, my mayor is nuts, or my councilman or my congressman, can't even read a newspaper and figure out what's going on. They're too busy scoring points and making scenes. Maybe ChatGPT would be better.
Well, I disagree with a lot of these politicians, too. I think what's coming out of Washington, D.C. is just absolutely horrifying from the left right now. Here in Wyoming, our industries are under attack every single day. Coal, oil, gas, ag, soda ash. They want to lock up a sixth of our state. But the answer is to put forward human beings, conservative human beings, who can win at the polls and bring forward the policies that have made our country great, the constitutional conservative policies that make our country great. And that's the answer, not to put it before a computer that who knows what is going to come out on the other side.
I guess I'm just, listen, nothing's to stop any candidate or elected official anywhere from going into their office, closing the door, and going on ChatGPT and saying, how should I vote on this? The fact is that they're campaigning on it, that they're bragging about the fact that I'm not going to make the decisions because, I don't know, I'm not smart enough or principled enough, I don't know. I'm going to leave it up to a computer or artificial intelligence. Seems to be leading with the, a message that doesn't say very much about yourself.
Well, exactly. And this individual, Victor Miller, has been clear from the start that the candidate is AI. And that's why it's problematic in Wyoming state law, in addition to the application itself. And it doesn't say much about his candidacy.
Yeah.
And I think ultimately, if we don't win out in getting the correct application of Title 22, the Wyoming State Election Code, I think he'll be trounced at the polls. But our laws have to mean something, Elizabeth. Our laws have to mean something. And in this day and age where we continue to see sort of a certain political ideology, I think it's the left throwing our laws out the window. I think our laws have to mean something, and that's why we've been taking a stand on this in the Wyoming Secretary of State's office. We're going to continue to. Because I'm the chief election official in the code, and even though we don't certify the offices, we're tasked with having that uniform application of the election code here in Wyoming.
Yeah, Victor Miller said, quote, AI has helped me personally, such as helping me with my resume. I think being mayor of a town is a little different from writing a resume.
Yeah, he's an agent of chaos is what he is. And ultimately, this is a very troubling trend in our nation and something that we need to get a handle on.
Yeah, you think you're going to see more of this?
I think so. I think so. And we're going to get a handle on it here in Wyoming. I can assure you of that.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.